Have you ever stopped to think that the more wounds you expose, the more people desire to touch them? And not only that, they may even try to bother you to the point of infecting those wounds, leaving you in an even worse situation. Let's consider an example. Suppose your company has gone bankrupt and you expose all your despair. In this case, people may approach you, patting you on the back and pretending to care about your situation. However, at the same time, they start observing every detail to humiliate you, telling others how you were foolish and irresponsible. It's as if your girlfriend cheated on you, and even if she apologizes and admits her mistake, behind your back, everything becomes a joke. If you show sadness, despair, or frustration, people will seize the opportunity to make the situation even worse. Honestly, the goal of these people is to feel superior in the face of your chaos. However, nowadays, I believe it's simply a matter of mental illness. There are people who are so sick inside and out that they find satisfaction in destroying others. It's not surprising that nowadays people laugh at those who claim to have depression, especially if that person is rich or famous. For many, being wealthy or living well is almost a crime. And if they find out that you are dealing with a more serious problem in your life, they are happy about it. That's why it's important to learn to act as if nothing affects you, regardless of the problems, anguish, or mistakes. The less you show to people, the better. Now, it's up to you to take care of everything or trust a professional and no one else. As I mentioned before, when people discover your problems, things only get worse, whether through gossip or jokes. Therefore, when you face personal problems or anything that affects you, remember not to open up to everyone. Think that you can fix it on your own, without desperately begging for help. Maintain your dignity, values, and a calm and balanced posture, emotionally overcoming what bothers you or the problem you need to solve. The less you reveal, the more clearly you will see that finding a solution is not so difficult. Believe me, those who claim that everything is extremely difficult are simply blind to their own weaknesses. Before a life full of possibilities, it's necessary to start acting correctly and keep moving forward, because that's how life is. Fall 7 times, get up 8. Day after day, with persistence and effort, things will become easier with each attempt. Knowing this, don't allow negative feelings to take over you, and don't let anything or anyone destroy your soul and motivation. Stand up and act as if nothing could bother you. That way, you won't be affected by the desperate vultures eager to feed on others' flesh, and you won't even perceive your problems as something impossible. Because when you start fighting, you push away negativity and focus on reality, you will see clearer paths and solutions to your problems. Now, let's imagine another situation. You are disappointed with someone's behavior, someone in whom you had placed high expectations. You expected support, loyalty, love, and trust. You expected a business to succeed and built numerous expectations and a relationship where you fully trusted that person's words. However, the ground collapsed beneath you, and you fell hard. The emotional pain arose immediately, and you stood there, unable to react in the face of disappointment, looking at that person you trusted attacking and hurting you, intentionally or unintentionally. First, let me tell you that regardless of the intense pain you are feeling at this moment, as soon as you realize that someone you trusted has hurt you so much, don't show the pain. Know that deep down, you probably desperately want to offend, cry, or throw everything away and escape from that situation. However, under no circumstances should you show your sadness and pain to those who are watching. Even if you feel defeated and feel like you expected too much from others, even if you've been betrayed, don't lose your composure in front of people. Even if you're completely devastated inside, don't show your desperation to others. Despite the pain, maintain your posture and save your tears for later when you're at home, away from prying eyes. In that moment, even if it's just you and the person who betrayed you, don't give them the satisfaction of seeing that they've hurt you. If you show that what they did has destroyed you, you'll be feeding their pleasure or making yourself even more vulnerable. So, in that exact moment, in front of others, hold your ground. Stay firm, don't react, and calmly walk away. Distance yourself from the person who betrayed you or did something wrong without showing them the importance they expect. Turn your back and move on. They also want to see you become a clown, causing scenes or crying in front of everyone. There are people in this world who want to witness your anger and frustration purely for their own entertainment. They want you to do what they desire. Of course, you haven't lost just because you've been betrayed or disappointed. But let that be the last time, regardless. Now that I've explained this part, let's move on to the next step. It's important to go through this situation without showing your suffering to others, but that doesn't mean you don't feel the pain. It's obvious that we are human beings and we will suffer in some way. However, I'll explain how you can avoid being imprisoned by this pain. First, find a comfortable place for yourself after being deceived, betrayed, or disappointed. When your expectations are shattered, it's essential to isolate yourself in a comforting and safe environment. Choose a place where you don't have to relive that disappointment. Maybe at some point in life, you may decide not to trust anyone anymore and avoid taking risks. However, is that exaggerated attitude the solution? After a disappointment, it's important to learn not to blindly trust and to protect yourself with caution. It's necessary to act intelligently and analyze the lies and illusions that others may try to plant in your mind. While you shouldn't stop trusting everyone and avoid taking any risks, you also shouldn't become someone who refuses new experiences. You shouldn't spend your whole life in your comfort zone, limiting yourself to the basics. It's important to realize that running away permanently is not the answer. The pain may make you feel ashamed and regretful, but if you let go of these negative feelings, you'll realize that the suffering is trying to convey a message about the attitude you should adopt to avoid feeling that pain again. When you understand this, you won't settle for a comfortable place, but you'll venture into the unknown, facing new situations and experiences. The difference now is that you'll understand how to act to avoid being naive and easily falling into traps. Even though you may feel pain, remember that it's temporary and that you are capable of overcoming it. So, don't allow pain to imprison you. Learn from your experiences, protect yourself with caution, and keep moving forward even in the face of disappointments. Maintain your dignity, inner strength, and never let anyone destroy your soul and motivation. Rise up, move on, and act as if nothing could bother you. This way, you'll be in control of your emotions and you'll see clearer paths and solutions to your problems.